Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Gautam's Cooking Adventures. In this episode, we'll walk you through the steps to make Chikudukaya Kura. Chikudukaya is otherwise known as Indian broad bean, and it's basically a masala fry recipe. Chikudukaya is what is called in Telugu, it's Avarai Kai in Tamil, or the Indian broad beans in English. And this is made with the bean being cooked in a tomato-based masala to create an excellent food that's very rich in dietary fiber, makes for a great side to most South Indian-based curries, example of sambar or dal or any such curry. Now, Kura in Telugu usually means a curry, but in this case, this is a fairly dry masala-based fry format, and the reason why it's called a curry is only because it's cooked in the tomato paste. Now, here is a list of all the ingredients you will require to make this dish. As always, you will find a copy of the ingredients list in the description below this video. Please like this channel, subscribe to it, and click on the bell icon to be notified all future episodes. Thank you. So let's get started. First, we will take 2 tablespoons of oil and heat it in a nice deep dish. In this case, we are taking a kadai or a wok. And we really like to bring this to a nice hot temperature before we start adding the different ingredients. First, in a hot oil, we're going to add the 1 teaspoon of jeera. Allow this to fry for just a few seconds, and then immediately after that, we're going to follow it up with leaves from 1 sprig of curry leaf. Allow this to cook and splutter for just a few seconds. We don't need it too long. And then we're now ready to go ahead and add the finely chopped onions and slit green chili that we have made ready in the past. Give this a nice mix. Let this cook in the hot oil. The onion needs to discolor and cook till it gets slightly brown. So allow this to cook for a couple of minutes. What we're going to also need is at some point in time we will add a little bit of salt, just because we want the onion to start sweating faster, and salt helps with that. Now mix this well. Allow this to cook on an open stove as such. It takes about 5 minutes. Stir occasionally. Obviously, we have sped up the video for making it easier for you, so we don't have to wait so long. But what we're really waiting for is for the onions to discolor, and once it's ready, at that point in time, we're going to add the finely chopped tomato. Pretty much what you would normally do to get any kind of a curry paste getting started. And so we will now cook this for about 6 to 7 minutes. Allow the tomato to break down completely and make this into a kind of a paste, and allow for the water to be evaporated. The tomato, has got a lot of water in it. Water is going to be released from it. It will cook within that water, and then at some point in time, it will start to let the water get dissipated, and it will then become a nice paste. Now, adding salt helps to speed up this process as well. So that's what we've done. We're now adding turmeric. What we're trying to do at this point in time is really cooking some of the spices in the hot oil while the tomato is breaking down. And this way, it takes away the raw smells of these various spices. So as you saw, we've just added some coriander powder. We're now going to add some chili powder, and and if there's any salt that you require at this point in time, you could add, or you could add it at a later stage as well. Now we just keep cooking, stirring constantly from time to time, just ensuring that it does not catch. The mixture is cooking. Now when it reaches this point where it has started to give up the oil, that's when you would add the Chikudukaya, which is the green, the broad bean. Now remember, the broad bean has got an outer shell and it's got the bean inside. The bean takes longer to cook, so we need to be careful about that. The outer shell cooks faster. So what we want to do now is ensure that we want the outer shell to continue to maintain its integrity, the shape, without becoming too mushy while the bean is cooking. So what we're going to do now is start cooking on a low to medium flame. Now we'll keep cooking this for a little while till the vegetable is cooked partially, in this case about 60%. We're going to speed up the video because it just makes it more convenient. Adding half a cup of water just to allow for the bean to cook with that additional amount of liquid. We'll wait till it's cooked to about 80%, stirring it constantly. This takes a bit of time. Now this is not a dish to be rushed. Like I said, we want this to take its time to cook while the vegetable cooks both inside on the bean as well as the outside, but yet maintains its shape. So, which is what we're doing now. We're cooking for 10 to 12 minutes on a medium flame, more between a medium and a low flame, closer to a medium. Now as you see, it started to lose the water, and now as it's cooking, it's also cooking the bean. It's important that we are cooking this at a medium flame and not at a high flame, because at a high flame what will happen is the outside will cook very fast and start to disintegrate the jacket of the bean. So you don't want that happening. You can check the bean from time to time, see how it is cooking. In this case, we have reached that 80% stage. We've added a little bit of water now, and then we're going to cook this at an even slower pace. So we've really gone down to low to medium, closer to a low than a medium. We're going to cook this for another 10 to 12 minutes, and then we'll get back. The point of cooking now with the lid was basically to ensure that the bean is cooking in the water, because we don't want too much of the water going away if we have it in an open flame. So we've reached that point where the bean is almost cooked. So at this point in time, what we're really trying to do is reduce the amount of water, because remember, it's going to be more of a drier masala fry. And so we're basically cooking this on a medium to high flame to allow the excess water to be reduced. Check for salt, as in this case we've added a little bit of salt after checking. This is your last chance to do that, because as it reduces, this adding salt and making it mix properly without the liquid is a little more of a tedious job. We've reached that level of consistency that was just ideal. You could make it a little more drier if you wish, but in our case, remember that what you see now is really not how it's going to be when it's cooled off. When it's warm, it tends to be more showing more liquid in itself, but once it cools off, the liquid gets absorbed quickly. It will seem like it is right. This is ready now, and we're now going to plate it and serve the dish. And there you have it. Chikudukaya Kura is ready, served, and can be eaten as such. We hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Look forward to any suggestions or comments from you, and please do keep supporting us. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click the like button, and do press the bell icon so that you can be notified of all our future episodes. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.